So now I have my hair to the side, which means business, which means I'm now going to talk about how I plan my ident and how ideas came about and what challenges I faced. And yeah, when we first got given the assignment, I came up with the, we all did actually, I can show you, let me just find it a second. We all kind of got together and did sort of like a mind map thing of ideas and sort of words that were linked with what we can see in ident. This one, if you can see it. Yeah, it's not that great. It was just like a little spider diagram, and then on the back I started getting my first kind of idea for my idents, which I wanted to be bubbles and have the BDC1 logo as different characters. I wanted to have sort of like different colour backgrounds. And yeah, I wanted it all to be on After Effects because I felt because where I work outside of school and other strand courses, I thought looking at my schedule it would be possibly too much if I tried to film or do stop motion with my ident, which I completely understand may possibly downgrade my ident, but I had to work with what I felt was most comfortable and how I feel, how I could manage my time work-wise. My term? No, my work. Yeah, I know what I mean. So yeah, that was that. So what I then moved on to was kind of like a mini schedule, which I'm trying to find. Yeah, workflow, which I kind of wrote down as well. So I was going to look at tutorials for bubbles bursting, look at how to build characters out of the idents, make them 3D, look at how to change backgrounds in After Effects, and I managed to find a bubbles tutorial. If you can see the YouTube link there, right there, yeah. However, when I was doing the ident, I was finding it increasingly difficult. So that within itself was a challenge, and also with the time pressures of the course and getting nearer and nearer to deadline, I felt it may be better to try and do a slight easier and different ident. So what I then did was I came back and I kind of looked at my brainstorm, and I kind of felt I wanted to go and travel down sort of like an urbanish route with the logo and the whole ident. And what I then did is I found sort of a new tutorial which is on, I can show you on my phone, the YouTube link. Always keep a record of your tutorials, it will help you so much. Just give me a second. Here we go, found it. It was on this website, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can. This tutorial, which was basically kind of like a banner in the sky kind of thing, but I didn't copy it move by move. What I did is instead of having the banners, I just had the BDC logo kind of like filtering up, and then I'd have like the stormy kind of purplish greyish greenish kind of like thundery clouds looking over a whatchamacallit, sort of like, I don't know, like a whole heap of houses and streets, and yeah, it seemed to work out quite nicely, and I feel like it was a good move by me because I don't know, my heart wasn't totally 100% into the bubbles idea anyway, because looking back on it, actually, it kind of seemed to be in a more kiddish direction, and that wouldn't fit the target audience of BDC One, which is kind of like a new youth channel. So from the ages of 16 to 30. So obviously, if it's looking a bit kiddish, it will turn that target audience off. Whereas I feel like where I changed my idea and improved on it, it fits into youth culture quite nicely, because it's quite urban, it's quite edgy, and it's eye-catching as well. And yeah, so basically that is what I did with my planning. Yeah, and kind of like the whole process of my ident, really. So yeah, I really do hope you enjoy the two idents. Also, a thing about the idents where it looks similar, just one's longer, one's shorter, is because where I felt pressed for time, I thought to make it easier onto myself was just to make the second ident that little bit longer. And yeah, it seems to work really well, and I'm really proud of it, especially as a beginner to After Effects and not knowing After Effects in general. And I also picked up a bit on Illustrator, which I use to edit the BDC One logo. And it was a long and bumpy and tough process, but with the outcome, I feel really proud of myself and what I've achieved and what I've learnt throughout this unit. And I just really hope you enjoy the idents. Thank you.